Hi everyone. I had a flat tyre the other day and it turned into a 2-hour nightmare instead of being a 10-15 minute job. These are the 3 lessons I learned and the tools I picked up to make sure that I never have to go through it again. So that's what we're going to talk about. Number 1, the tool that comes with the sprinter is absolutely useless if the tyre companies that change your tyres have put on the bolts too hard with their pneumatic tool. I stood on it, I weigh 105 kilos, roughly 17-18 stone, and it just started to bend, so it's impossible to get the bolts off. So that goes in the bin. Number 2, luckily there were some guys around that had their own tools with them, and they started to help me to change it. Even with their kind of extended tools and good tools, they snapped one of the sockets. So lesson learned is I'm always going to carry 2 sockets, because if it wasn't for the guy having a spare socket, I wouldn't have been able to change it. Number 3, the surface that I was changing the tire on was quite soft, so with this little end on it, it was really unsafe and not very easy to get the van up. So I've got myself one of these on Amazon, which is kind of something to create more surface to put the actual this on. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now release all of the bolts, put some grease on it and copper grease, put them back on so that when I go on trips I won't have the same problem again. And I also bought some bits and bobs which is going to make it easier, and yeah, I just want to be prepared really. The first thing I picked up was a Wiesemann telescopic wheel nut wrench. It comes in a nice little bag, seems good quality. It's telescopic, so you can kind of extend it to get that extra kind of torque needed, but I didn't have with the original tool. And it also came with 2 inserts, one which is 17 to 19 millimeter and the other one that was 21 to 23. You kind of just turn them around to get the 2 different sizes. The second thing I picked up was a Gunpla 1/2-inch 90mm metric impact socket, just in case the first socket would snap like it happened to us. I have a kind of a backup plan. The final thing I picked up was the KATSU off-road base plate for high lift jacks. It didn't fit properly, so I just had to cut a little groove into the side, and once that was done, it was fitting perfectly. Another little tip that I picked up is that although I now have a much better plate, I always make sure I put the wheel under in case anything goes wrong. It just gives you an extra chance to pick the vehicle up and put the wheel back on again. Final thing to do was now just to make sure that I took all the bolts off, which was easy now with a new wrench, and once off I just put a little bit of copper grease on each of them and then put them back on again to make sure I didn't have to struggle with them in the future. So that's it. Hopefully now, if it happens again, I should not struggle as much as I did last time. I'll stick a link in the description where you can pick up these pieces if you need them yourself. If you like what you saw, please subscribe, leave a message, you know the drill, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.